before you gotta wrap it up.
What you said about A$AP Rocky, I'll say about Kid Cudi. Time to step aside, bro.
Time
to step aside, bro.
Crazy.
I actually really enjoyed that Free National song though. So
Yeah.
my mind has changed a little bit. Like Rocky had a good verse on Outside All Night and that joint. So
Yeah,
I'm more interested. I just don't know if I'm super excited yet.
it's not. Yeah. I feel you.
But I do walk back my comments a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. I can admit when
You're
I'm wrong.
kind of excited for the project.
I'll listen to it now.
Okay. You weren't gonna listen to it before?
Bro, like I just feel like Testing was just a bad taste, bro.
I would go back to that album. I really think if you went back to that album, you would really enjoy it.
The last thing that Rocky did that I really liked was Cozy Tapes too.
Fire. Both of the Cozy Tapes, I think,
Cozy
are really,
tapes
really
are
good.
so good.
I think that Rocky's someone who I think is a lot like Schoolboy Q. Like you almost have to go back and listen to it, and you have to remind yourself of how fire the shit is. Because I don't know if it hits right off first listen.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily the strength of their projects, but
I mean, those are some older artists, but I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about like the next generation and get your guys' insight on some upcoming trends in 2024.
Ooh.
You know, like what do you think is going to be something that we see this year that really is prominent and really pushes culture and is just something that like, you know, everyone's doing. Like I think about like what Four Bats did. You know what I mean? And how you already see like what's his name? Isaiah Falls with Florida Baby, like a very similar thing with Motion. Just kind of that like pitched up like hood R&B aesthetic. That's the first thing that came to my mind. But what are some trends that you guys see taking over the next year?
I think, and I kind of want to talk about this when we were talking about the horniness epidemic earlier, but like Chow Lee and how he kind of approaches tracks, and like I've never heard someone be that vulgar and like explicit on tracks as consistently as he is. Yeah. But now you're seeing the song starting to catch momentum. You know what I mean? Because people are like, what the fuck did he just say? Yeah. Like this nigga's talking. He said, what he said, like, girl, you got a pretty vagina or something like that, bro. Like, like
he's that song that's going up, Swag It. Yeah. Like the opening line is, how do you feel about being my side bitch? And then later he calls himself Mr. Vagina on the track.
Yeah. Like I think that type of really vulgar, explicit rap is going to be a more prominent thing as we continue on in this year. What other trends?
But I think that is definitely gonna, especially that sound, bro. I think Cash Cobain.
Oh, wah. This one's fixed. Well, at least we're not getting fucking copyrighted. That made me so mad. The copyright? Yeah. Yeah, I hated it. Ooh, what else is another trend going up? That was a good question. How do you feel about me and my side chick? Would you ever tell that to a girl outside?
Yeah. I have, but I feel like just not directly like that.
You're lying.
Nah, I don't think I've ever said that.
You don't seem like the type of guy who could manage a side chick. Not even like as a shot, as like I feel like it's like that's a lot of stress.
I would rather, like, I feel like when I'm dating, like if I have a girlfriend, that's really my person. Like I don't like to do all that other type stuff. But if I'm not, if I don't have a girlfriend, like it's whatever.
You know they say black men don't cheat.
I'm in that category. Yes, I'm in line with that. I don't know if I'm in line with that statement, but
you don't know if how are you not in line with that statement?
I exist within that statement.
What do you mean you're not in line with that statement?
It's what I said, bro. I'm in line with that statement.
Oh, you are.
No,
okay.
Sorry. I don't think I'm in line with that statement, but I exist within the lines of that statement.
Ladies, watch out for this man.
And I won't explain that.
Trends. I have no more comment on the situation.
No more comments. Trends. Yeah, I think the sexy drill scene will get even bigger. I think that sound is going to explode and really be big outside New York. Because I feel like it's the first thing since, like, drill that we've heard out of New York that has the potential to go like super mainstream. I mean Drake already used it, so
I think just on some other shit, obviously country in different genres. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think different types of people doing country music as opposed to like maybe the blonde haired like white girl or like, you know what I mean, the more traditional beer drinking you know, tractor driving, like, you know what I mean? Zach
Hating.
Bryan.
Hating.
What? No, I'm saying like those, you know, those stereotypes. I think we're gonna get like, you know, more black people experimenting in country. I think that when you kind of, I obviously don't know everything that they're saying, but like the more traditional Latin American artists that are blowing up, I think there is a country aesthetic to them. You know what I mean? So I just think that vibe, that cowboy boot, cowboy hat thing is going to really be more prominent in 2024.
Yeah, agreed. I think that's also going to be big. What other artists do you think will branch out into country specifically? Who's gonna bite? Not bite, but who's gonna ride that wave?
It'll be a Texas person with I need a strong voice. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be someone who could really, really sing that, not to say that the people who are in it don't sing well, because I think to insult like the talent or say that it doesn't, like, you know what I mean, sonically it's like not developed would be wrong. But I think, yeah, maybe more like traditional R&B type voice is going to enter into the country space.
This is a country song.
You know, like I could see something like that. You know what I mean? What if like Giveon did a country song?
Man,
You think I could get that nigga popping
Giveon just
again?
needs to do anything.
You know what I mean? He needs to just something with the voice. The gimmick is.
Yeah. What else? Trends.
Yeah, you know, music
It's
is
a difficult question, bro.
What else is? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I
of
mean,
rap.
like I think we saw a lot of Jersey Club influence, obviously in 2023.
Yes,
and I hear those drums really kind of in pop now in like everything. So I think that's going to continue to get pushed to the forefront, like a little bit more, you know, like it's like the kick is on every beat in like Jersey Club. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more like bump, like 1, 2, 3, 4, as opposed to like traditional, like either just straight up 4/4 or like swing. You know what I mean?
How do you feel like the year has gotten started off in music? What you guys is feeling overall about like where we're at?
You know, people are saying that they're still bored. I think we've got a strong start. Like, I think between the Savage project and the Kanye West project.
Yeah, you're right.
Bored
Those
as
are
shit.
two. You think
I'm bored as shit.
really? You don't
Overall,
like either of those projects?
Fine. They're both fine.